If the guy is asking for your daughter's hand in marriage and he's not a serial killer and he's a good Muslim, why are you saying no? This issue came to my attention because one of my young male relatives was really shocked. Somebody suddenly asked for the dowry. It's like we're doctors or lawyers or whatever, and how can you offer £10,000? That's an insult. We need more. And what some of the parents forget is that if you make nikah, marriage, following the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you make that difficult, people will turn to zina. They will find other ways. There's a boy and girl, Muslim, they're not boyfriend, girlfriend, they're part of the Islamic society at the university, they've come across each other, and then they decide at the end of uni, they will ask their parents they want to get married. And you're going to say no at that point. You're going to say no at that point. You're happy with his deen. You don't have any complaints against the guy, but you want some huge dowry or something else. If you put obstacles, we need to make life easier for people. The dowry should not be this massive thing that people cannot afford. So that's why I said, if he's not a serial killer, so when I say he's not a serial killer, look, he needs to be of good character. He needs to be a practicing Muslim, and the same thing for the sister. But if you're happy with his deen, as the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ says, then allow these children to get married, facilitate them, help them. If you put obstacles, you are closing the door to what is halal, and you're going against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And living in the West or even in Muslim countries, you're going to open the door to fahish and munkar when people do things behind your back, and may Allah protect us from that. What are your thoughts on this? Why do some people make the dowry so high or put some huge obstacle? If your parents, think about it. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your experience. And it doesn't mean that we, the kids, we just turn to our parents and it's like, no, we don't care about your opinion when it comes to our marriage. No, your father, your mother love you, care about you, and have every right to look into your prospective husband or prospective wife. But don't put conditions which make things so difficult for people. That's my point. What your experience, and how can we deal with this issue? Give me your thoughts in the comments below.